I'm going to try and be just the camera guy, zoom in on the floats and stuff like that. And hopefully we'll get a little bit better footage than we normally do. You guys, Josh is going to do all the fishing. And, you know, we'll just live stream for however long I feel like live streaming. Hopefully, one of these 3,000 casts is going to make the day that float's going to go under with a steelhead, I hope. Or a trout or whatever's be the case. See, this way, you know, you guys may not understand why I'm doing this at this point. It's because he's not afraid of the camera, and plus, he's good at talking. So, what that does, it gives me an opportunity to just zoom in, record, do stuff like that. That way, you know, you guys can watch the floats and stuff, and hopefully we can get, if he does get a bobber down, hopefully we'll get it on the live stream. What's up, Cowboy Joe? We got a nice steelhead yesterday, bud. Not during a live stream, but we got one towards the end of the day. That video will be dropping tomorrow. It's a bobber video, so it'll be dropping tomorrow. Make sure you guys check that out. Look at that addictive float floating down the river. Josh is down there trying to hook up. He's yet to land a steelhead, but he's going to, right? See that face is determination right there. Straight up determination. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of panning left or right today, because I'm not really fishing. I'm gonna fish it sometime. Thank you. I'm gonna fish it sometime today. I just don't know when. Right now, I'm just trying to get footage of casting and reeling and floats and yada yada yada. So hopefully we'll be able to get that take on film. Well, live stream, anyways. Film will be his thing because he's recording on the chesty, you guys. It would be awesome. It's been a minute since I landed one live, but I've done it before. So it's always cool when you get one on a live stream and then everybody's like, yeah, way to go. Yeah, let's do it. So it's kind of just a good thing for me just to be able to sit back, answer questions, do some live stream video for Josh's ability to catch a fish. And so yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. I might have to zoom in on that a little more the further out it gets, but for now, as long as I can see it, I know you guys can see it. So we're just gonna kind of keep an eye on that. Just watch what happens. The wind's not our friend today. It's kind of gonna be a pain today, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work, you guys. The thing about that wind and all the chop on the water, that actually helps our cause. To be honest with you guys, as far as fish-wise, it's less likely to spook the fish. Not that it does, but there's always that possibility to where it does. So, and with all that wind and stuff, it makes it a little harder for the fish to see as well as us. So, hopefully it's not gonna make it less likely to spook the fish. And there's an addicted float. Ooh, there went a nice fish down there. How come you didn't hook that fish, Josh? There goes the float, you guys. Check that out. We can actually do some recording, or well, this ain't really recording, this is live streaming, but you guys can watch that float and stuff, and hopefully it'll go down and I'll be able to get some good footage of it. So Josh is fairly new to the area, so he's done some fishing, steelhead fishing in Idaho. So well, today you're gonna land one on this windy day, and you know today's not the coldest day either, so that's a plus for me because I don't have a hoodie or anything on. I just got my hook shirt on. Harold Gilberg. How you doing today? Glad you could join us today. You can definitely tell when that line wraps up around that float because it kind of don't set straight, but that's okay. Even if you get a fish on, it's not going to hurt you none. So it does. What you guys' burning questions for Josh and his quest to catch a steelhead today? Mr. and Mrs. Texas! Yes, we got one yesterday for sure. It was a glorious day too. Man, it was like fish hard all day, and I was like, man, I should go fish someplace where I could catch a trout to take home for dinner. And well, it wouldn't have been for dinner yesterday, but it would have been for dinner at some point. But I ended up sealing a deal yesterday, which was awesome, guys. So yeah, it paid off to fish hard, and man, I seriously wanted to go to another body of water to fish, but just kept on going. Finally, around 2 o'clock, that 2 o'clock bite, man, bobber down, y'all. First cast in that spot too. I wasn't even recording on the chesty when that fish took, but I got it on film, so everything but the takedown. So you guys will be able to see that in my how-to video for fishing a bobber. So you guys be looking forward to that video tomorrow. So see, Noah, how you doing? Any luck? Not today yet. Not yet, I don't. What up? Stay Fishy Redmond, Oregon. How you doing, bro? I'm gonna zoom in on that float just a little more. That way you guys can see it a little more. 50 million casts for Josh today, and he's gonna hook 2 steelhead. Watch it. He's gonna get 1 native fish, and he's gonna get 1 hatchery fish, so he'll be able to eat 1. I'd be stoked too. I'm calling your shot for you, bro. I'm calling your shot for you. He may not have that confidence, but I do. I've got that confidence. Definitely. You know, confidence is a big part of fishing. If you don't have confidence, you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to lose your hope on catching a fish. So, you know, one thing I can say is I don't lack confidence when it comes to fishing, but I do get frustrated.
You can be frustrated. I just saw one jump.
All right. Yeah. Let it go. Like, I'll drift 150 yards down river. Yeah. I mean, it really depends on how I'm feeling, because, you know, with my longer rods, I feel like I can get that good hooks at that distance. You know, and that's why I use a longer rod, because I feel like it does give you that ability to get good hooks at it a long distance. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share for Josh, you guys. Maybe if we get 100 likes today, Josh should open up his own YouTube channel. Maybe. I'm not saying that he will, because I can't speak for Josh, but that'll give him encouragements to start a channel. So let's get to 100 likes today, you guys. Just to encourage him a little bit. There it is. I lost it. Like, where's it at? It should be right there. Oh, I know, right? Tell me about it. Still trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We're 50, well, about 60 away from having 2,000 subscribers, you guys. Let's get there before the new year. Oh yeah, by the way, our Thanksgiving dinner was awesome yesterday. I know it's a bit early for Thanksgiving dinner, but me and the wife decided to have it early this year. We were wishing for some turkey. So we had turkeys and yams and everything that goes with Thanksgiving dinner. I even got some turkey swans for lunch for Josh and I today. So, of course, they say turkey makes you sleepy, so we may have to take a nap. A midday nap, yep. This is cool because I get to actually sit behind the camera, watch. He's got the chesty on. He's got the chesty on doing some talking to you guys. So when I get around to making that video, put out there, you guys will get to hear him talk to you guys through the chesty. Come on, you guys, hit that like, comment, subscribe button, y'all. Let's get another Steelhead. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers, you guys. Come on, let's get it. Let's get to 100 likes today. We're not going to live stream for 4 hours, but we'll live stream for at least 2. You guys, it might go under at any time. Yeah, I know you're almost up to 300 subscribers there. Stay Fishy, you're getting there. You guys make sure you guys go check out some of the other YouTubers who watch the channel, like Stay Fishy and Mostly 66. All these other guys that watch the channel. Come on, hit that like button, you guys. Comment, subscribe, and share. Boy, the first time I ever done a live stream for Steelhead fishing, I got over 26,000 views in an hour of live stream. I know, I've never gotten that again. Maybe after putting out that Steelhead video yesterday, short yesterday, maybe we'll get some good views today. See, he's casting upstream, you guys, and I'm just watching that float go by, and he's trying to keep as much belly out of that line as possible. That way, when that float goes under, he'll have more power to set that hook. Because if you got that belly, that means you got a big old bow in your line. And it's hard with this wind because it's blowing downstream, so it makes it harder to keep that bow out of the line. So it can be very hard to get a good hook set, you guys. But yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna drop that full video on the "What up, fat cat? How's it going?" Tomorrow we're gonna drop that full video on this Steelhead we caught yesterday, you guys. But it started out as a how-to video for jig fishing, which turned into actually catching a fish yesterday. So that'll be dropping tomorrow. So you guys be watching that one. Make sure you guys go check out that video tomorrow. It'll be dropping sometime around probably 2 o'clock, I think, tomorrow afternoon. And I know somebody's gonna get mad at me and comment on what I'm doing, but that's okay. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Fat cat, what's going on? It may drop early tomorrow. I don't know. I got kind of a busy day tomorrow, so I got to get home and edit that video tonight so I can put it out, because I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow. I ain't going to be able to edit it tomorrow. So I got a lot of things going on tomorrow. So I've got to get home sometime today, edit it this evening probably. So that way you guys can see it tomorrow. Beautiful 27-inch head, you guys. It It was just meant to be. Meant to be. It was. You know, everybody asks about chromies up here, but generally you don't get chromies this far up the river. So it's hard to get a chrome fish this far up the river. But it was still bright fish. It wasn't like super bright, but it was still bright. The meat is gorgeous on it. I'll show you the picture of the meat later. Absolutely gorgeous meat. And it'll be gorgeous when we make our, I'm not going to tell these guys what we're going to make out of it. We'll wait until we make it, and then they can see it then. We're going to fix it out here on the river. Next time Josh comes out for a full day of fishing. The only reason why we didn't today is because we needed to give it time to do its thing. So there it is right there. It can be hard to find that little float out there. Yeah. That wind can definitely make it a hard thing, you guys. Josh is one of those young guys. I feel like if he was to start a YouTube channel, he could explode it like in no time flat. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm beating it into his brain, but I'm not trying to. I like it when people put out content. It'd be cool if, you know, another person's putting out content. Yeah. Hookset John, how's it going? Glad you could join us today. That's a nice name. I like that name, Hookset John. We're still trying to pick out a name for old. Hey, what's up, Blue Wolf? Nemeton, how you doing? We're still trying to pick out a name for Josh for his YouTube channel if he ever decides to make one. I think a good name would be, good one for him would be a fish teacher, because he's a teacher at the school. So he could be a fish teacher. Being that he's still trying to learn this whole steelhead thing and trout thing here in Central Oregon, you guys could learn with him. You know? So fish teacher, I think would be a decent name for him. But you guys throw some comments out there and I'll read them to Josh and he can decide if that's a good name or not. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm just kind of talking to you guys today in the live stream. I'm not really fishing too much. I know you guys like to see me fishing, but today, you know, I got Josh here. I just kind of want to keep the camera on him and the float. That way, if it goes down, you guys will actually see that. That's why I've zoomed in so much on it. So, and I may zoom in some more yet. Just because I feel like I can get even closer to the float and you guys will be able to see it better. But if you zoom in too much, then you distort the image, and that's the problem. I don't want to distort the image. But I don't have one of them big old fancy cameras either for this. This was kind of like a unplanned watching live streaming thing. I know I was going to come down and see Josh today just to say hi and maybe give him an idea or two or three, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Today I'm just going to record or do the live stream, and not yet today. Fishing with bird. But I figured, why not just shoot a live stream and visit with you guys and just follow this float the whole day, or whatever kind of fishing you decided to do. You want to show me your setup real quick while you're up here and this close?
Bring it over in this wind. I've got my I've got 6 feet underneath that. I've got I believe this is a 1/4 ounce Steelhead, Deschutes River, Mad River, Steelhead. It's a nice Steelhead.
Now I got a question for you. What's the legalizations on soft plastics on the river?
So far from what we can see, you're gonna have to take over on that. So far from what we can see, the worm's gonna be okay. It's just the soft beats, right? Soft beats.
Yeah. So.
So it's a little bit of a gray area. Where the regulations are a little bit harder to again, that's coming from another state. But yeah, figuring it out. We're doing it.
And then what's your other setups you got here?
I've got a sideline on this one.
Well, you're welcome.
Berkeley Air.
That's what, an IM7?
Yeah, that's 10 foot 6, extra heavy. So this will be a good setup for sidewinder. And on this one, here I've got sort of the same situation as I have on this, but I've got it's not a fixed float. I've got a sliding float setup on this one.
And then you got a pink jig on there?
I've got a little pink jig there.
Nice.
So,
Pink's always a good color when you're steelhead fishing for whatever reason.
yeah, so we'll see. You've got a couple different choices.
And so we're going to move to down just a hair.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, the regulations on fishing can be a little bit difficult to interpret because of the way they state them.
Yeah.
So.
You've got in Oregon, they'll, I don't know, it's just complicated to look at their regs, in my opinion. From what we can tell, these are okay if they're pushed on the big head. It seems like they're okay. I don't know, figure it out.
Should be able to see that float down there. It's just right there in that soft pocket right there. Slowly moving down, you guys. Yeah, playing cameraman and commentary, exactly. I need to do that from time to time, you know. It helps me out. That way I can actually kind of see what's going on a little more. See, the young guy right there, he's determined to get a fish, and I'm determined to get him on one. So, yeah, it is. You spend enough time doing it, eventually you're going to accidentally get one. Even though it's technically intentional, but you just never know when they're going to hit, so it's always on accident, you know? Doing some work around the house, huh? Instead of fishing, Blue? What's up with that? Supposed to be fishing, aren't you? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share for Josh. He wants all your support. I don't blame him for that either, though. Maybe do some closer in drifts, because I think you're probably missing a fish or two. Probably do some closer drifts. Yeah, because I think you're missing out on a fish or two. There you go. Do some of the closer drifts. Because they're not all just way out there. That's all I can say. They're not all way out there. Now I'm out. Oh, there it is. There it is. See, once in a while you see the back of Josh as I'm trying to follow that float for you guys. We are in the peak of the Steelhead season. We'll be in the peak of the Steelhead season until the end of November when the river closes. So definitely in the peak of it. Just got to find the right ones that'll cooperate with what we're doing. I've hooked so many this year and lost them. It was nice to finally get this skunk off the bank. You know, I would say boat, but we're not in a boat, so. This is cool being able to do this because I never get the opportunity to do this. And if that float goes under, I mean, it's zoomed in. You guys should get a good take on it if it goes under. If not, you know, we can say we tried anyways, you know. All right, get all your work done so you can come up and fish with us. We've been waiting a while to fish with you, Blue. It'd be cool if you come up here and fish with us. Like I said, next year I want to go down there to California and fish with you. Boy, them clouds are rolling in, it looks like. Maybe. Boy, today you don't dare try to set up a tripod without holding on to it. Get knocked over every time. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. We need to subscribe so we can get to 6,000 or get to 2,000 before the end of the year. Before 2026 starts, we want to be at 2,000 subscribers plus. We're only like less than 50 away, so I think we're at like 40 something away from it. So right now we're at 59, I think, as of this morning. So hey, we got that one landing in the water perfectly that time. It's like it's so hard to guess where the float's going to hit the water. So I'm just pointing it upriver, and then once you hit the water, then I try to find it with the camera. I know, right? Yeah, that wind can definitely be a pain. many steelheads you hooked into when you were in Idaho?
One.
Just one? And how long were you in Idaho?
2 weekends, so I'd gone.
Okay. Okay. So you only got like 2 trips to try to do it, huh? You hooked one. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. Come on, float, go down. We want to see a fish caught. Especially everybody in YouTube land. They want to see a fish caught. They will tomorrow. If they go back and watch my short, they'll see a fish caught. You guys go watch that short I put out yesterday. You'll see a fish caught. I feel a hurting on it. For sure. It put a hurting on me because I was frustrated and ready to go fish for a trout. Like I said, these steelhead, they're a fish of 1,000 to 10,000 casts. Just got to find that one willing to bite, though. Yep. And you can see them swimming all over the place, and they won't bite. That's one of those things about fishing for steelhead or salmon. You can see them swimming all over the place and hit them right in the nose, and a lot of times they won't even bite. And other times you hit them right in the nose and they smack it. Grandpa Dubs, what's going on? Chiefs are up 21 zip, nice. This is what he's saying. Go Chiefs! Nice. It's kind of odd that the Raiders got more points than that, because normally if it's a rivalry game, it's gonna be tight. So we'll see what happens after halftime then. Because anytime we play the Chargers, the Raiders, or the Broncos, it's gonna be usually they're a tight game. Unless like last year we got blown out 20 or 38 to zip last year to Denver. But it was like the last game of the year and we didn't play any of our starters. Max Crosby's on the bench? No. Why is he on the bench? Did he get hurt? Are they trying to protect him because they want to trade him off? Because they're not doing what it means. Because he's got a lot of value left in him. I just hate to see the Stars not play. Kind of feels like a jaded, oh no, hurt knee. That's not good. Hopefully he's going to be all right. I hate to see anybody starters get hurt. Even if I don't care for the team. I won't badmouth anybody's team because I don't want people badmouthing my team, so I won't badmouth their teams. No, yeah, you think that'll do?
It's just too hard to.
Yeah, it is pretty hard.
Maybe I can try that side.
You might have a little problem with the wind there too, but yeah, go ahead, try it. I mean, anything's worth a shot.
This right here with the wind close to it.
Here, let me. That way you can explain it again. Go ahead.
With the amount of wind that we've got right now, I'm thinking of switch to something else. The float will not sit up. No matter what wind you do, it's kind of just sitting sideways like this.
Uh huh.
I don't like that presentation. It's kind of carrying it upstream. I'm not really getting a good float until, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through it. So I might do something else.
cool. I'll sit here and talk to folks while you. I'll sit here and talk to folks while you get ready. Unless you need to borrow a rod or something, then I can loan you a rod.
I could probably use it.
All right. Yeah. If you're gonna do a spoon, you definitely need to take that off. Well, yeah. So today's just a good day of just sitting here conversating with you guys, watching what's going on, trying to get him into a nice steelhead, which we got a nice one yesterday, you guys. So make sure you guys hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go Chiefs, and go whoever your team is. Even if I don't care for them, I'll say go for whoever you guys are rooting for. You know, because I don't believe in bad mouthing other people's teams. That's not we shouldn't bad mouth other people's teams, no matter how much we dislike them. But it's just kind of a good comforting day today because I get to sit back, watch what he's doing, zoom in on different things, and hopefully you guys will get to. There was a bunch of horses on the hillside this morning. I was going to zoom in on them, but I forgot all about them once we started fishing. Oh well, life goes on. But hopefully you guys' team's doing well and you guys are having a blessed day. I know I'm having a blessed day just to be out here. On a day I should be in church. I should be in church, to be honest with you guys. But I'm out here enjoying my Sunday morning, almost afternoon. So there he is getting rigged up with the different setup. You're gonna rip a big old steelhead out the river, probably a 20-pounder. 20-pounder. So, yeah, I mean, it's realistic. Beautiful, windy steelhead day, but when you're steelhead fishing, you can always bet it's going to be cold, it's going to be wet, it's going to be windy, it's going to be everything but ideal conditions. But to me, those are ideal conditions for steelhead fishing, you guys. He's over there getting rigged up. That's why I'm pointing the camera at him so you guys can maybe kind of see what he's doing over there. I want him to get that first steelhead so that he's addicted to it and he's fishing all the time. I tell you what, that steelhead I hooked yesterday was just an absolutely beautiful fish. Fought good. It's gonna taste pretty good tonight for dinner. I'm gonna fix it. I don't know how the wife's gonna fix this one, but the other half we're gonna prepare here at the river. Not this time around, but hopefully the next time Josh comes down, whenever he decides to come down again. Hopefully it's not on a Sunday, because generally I like to go to church on Sundays. I know Saturdays can be busy. I completely understand that. Oh, the blue fox, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's always a classic. Always a classic.
One of the only ones I've got in my box with a single hook.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got plenty of single hooks. We can always swap them out if you need.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they definitely can be good. I've seen some really nice fish hooked off Castmaster. They are. I tell you what, them bull trout out of this river really like them Castmasters too. Oh yeah. That one year we hooked every one we hooked was the size of a steelhead or a salmon that one year. But we haven't had another year like that since though. Literally. That one year we were thinking we were hooking steelhead. They were so big in salmon. That's how big they were that one year. But I haven't had a year like that since. Yeah, there's some big ones in here. If you can find them. Usually they like copper. Yeah, copper is usually your best color for bull trout, it seems like. But we don't intentionally target them because they're a protected species. So everything that we catch, we have to protect them as much as possible, and we have to take care of them. So that's why we're not allowed to intentionally target them, because they're a protected species here on the river. But anytime you're fishing for a salmon or a steelhead, and we're not fishing for salmon by any means, but anytime you're fishing for salmon or steelhead, you're gonna accidentally catch a bull trout. So it may not be every cast, but you're gonna hook them from time to time. They are really beautiful fish, for sure. So he's throwing a spinner out there right now, and he's throwing it out there, drifting it through, and slow reeling it. I have to say this, you guys. What I found out from most steelhead fishermen, the one thing that they do when they're reeling in, they burn it in. And they're missing fish because they're not reeling it in slow enough for a fish to want to really get it. So when they're reeling in their lures along the bank, take your time with it. Don't burn it in, because you're going to get bit reeling it along the bank. I can guarantee you will get bit. So whenever you're reeling in, don't burn it in. Take your time with it. Exactly. Let the current be your friend, you guys. Hello, guys. This is my first time here enjoying the stream. Thank you. We appreciate you joining us today. Big Dad Big. How do you say that? Kind of a tongue twister, I think. Down here on the glorious Deschutes River, trying to get Josh, the teacher, into his first steelhead landed. He's hooked one, not this year, but when he was back in Idaho. So he's like, I want to get one. Slow and steady always wins the race, Wolf. Blue Wolf, always. Oh, did you ever find anybody who might be able to do a 3D printing of that side planer? Oh, yeah. I mean, if we could just get one to try it out, you know? Just to try it out. I mean, it'd be at least just nice to at least see one made. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's just the type of plastic that they're using, maybe. Maybe if they had some, maybe a little more high quality, maybe. Because I don't know nothing about 3D printing. That's why I'm thinking here, you know?
I don't really either.
But it'd be cool just to see if, you know, one would work. And if he needs, I'll throw a few bucks at him if he needs. That looks so good spinning that in the river.
It's not getting quite deep enough.
That's why you gotta, with that wind, I know it's hard to cast upstream, but you just gotta kind of adjust for the wind. Throw like crazy upstream, you know. Because I did think that it wasn't quite getting deep enough. So we're working on something to try to get a side planer made, because you can't buy them no more. So I would reel with that one as far up as you got. Lure Jensen sold out the Another company, I guess. You got a swivel you can put on that that'll alleviate some of that twist. I'll go get you one. Yeah, I got some decent one. Seahawks and Sonics fans. Oh, nice. 3/4 ounce float, floating water. Yeah, you can get away with the 3/4 ounce float for sure. Okay, guys, go up here, get him a swivel real quick. I'm gonna try and put this in a spot to where it's not so wind blowing. You guys, just leave you guys here so you guys can kind of watch and see what he's doing. Hopefully. Oh yeah, there you go. Hopefully my tripod don't fall over, but we'll see what happens. Go get him a halfway decent swivel. I found a red and white spoon, like a daredevil.
Okay.
If you want to use it, you can. All right, I got you a swivel. Yeah, you're welcome, man. No problem. That's a P-line one. They're sturdy.
Oh, nice.
Really sturdy.
I think I've never used the P-line ones before.
Oh yeah, those swivels are built really good. It's not like the little eagle claw ones which break on you and stuff like that.
I've had the Eagle Claw ones break.
I know. You know, and they're fine if you're just fishing for like trout or crappie or something. But when you're fishing for something like a steelhead or a salmon or something like that, then you need something a little more sturdy.
Yeah.
So, Josh, how do you like steelhead fishing in Oregon so far?
It's been fun. It's been a big challenge. I haven't run into one just yet, but I've enjoyed it. I'll run into one eventually. I know that for sure. Still got a lot of time left in the season, so, and hopefully next time we come out, this wind won't be so brutal.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know what it's blowing, but probably 25 maybe.
Yeah, it's blowing pretty good.
25, 30. I don't fish the float well enough yet to get a good presentation in the wind.
Well, and that's where a slip float I feel like comes in better because you can add a little more weight to it.
Okay, maybe I should
So.
try the slip float then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you should, but I mean, why not just keep throwing your spinner for a minute longer, you know?
Yeah,
Since you're already throwing it.
might as well keep it up, huh?
And then on the back end of that jig, you can put one of them worms on there if you wanted to add a little more action to it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you could.
I might try that. On a little jig. Just put a little trailer.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with adding a trailer to a jig. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Is it work?
That's right.
You know, what's the worst that can happen? It work? So you got to look at the bright side of things sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
So.
Yeah, it can be frustrating fishing in the wind, but there's still fish in there. They're still hungry, so.
And you just got to find the right fish, you know?
Yeah, you gotta find the right presentation. Don't cut it with your teeth. That's better.
I know. I lost part of my tooth from fishing line.
Really?
Yeah, it literally cut it, cut my tooth, and it's like, so I was walking around with, and the piece was in my hand.
I hope that doesn't happen. Maybe I gotta start doing this.
Yeah, you probably should.
It's a habit.
It is. I know, right? It's a bad habit that works out great when you're catching fish, right?
Yeah.
There you guys go. He's going back there to figure out how to get that blue fox. Blue fox just catch fish, you know. You guys, they really do. Yeah. So basically, you guys, I've started making a series of videos of of different riggings that we're using to catch steelhead on. So tomorrow will be a float video that comes out, and you guys will see at the end of the video. So you guys can skip through everything to the end and just watch the fish if you guys don't care what we're doing. But watch the whole thing because it's got fish at the end of it. So you guys can either watch the whole thing or fast forward through the end because, you know, it's up to you guys if you guys watch the whole thing or not. I prefer that you guys watch the whole thing because it helps out the algorithms and stuff, but if not, I completely understand. So. Hopefully Josh is going to hook a steelhead today, and we're going to have another video for that one coming out soon. And even if he don't, if he's got some good words of wisdom for you guys, we'll go ahead and put out that content anyways. Because, you know, skunk days are realistic fishing. You don't always catch a fish. And if you guys watch the channel long enough, you guys know that I put out videos where I get skunk. What up? Turkey, is that where you're from? Wow. Way over there, huh? So thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Man, it'd be so cool with as many watches we got today. We literally could get to 2,000 subscribers a day if everybody would just hit that subscribe button. We literally could, Josh. I mean, we've had that many watches already today. It don't show me exactly, but we've had enough people watching. If every one of them was to hit that subscribe button, we'd have 2,000 by the end of this fishing session. You heard Josh. He said hit the button. We're in Warm Springs, Oregon, or just outside of Warm Springs, Oregon. So we're about a mile, maybe a mile and a half away from Warm Springs. So we're right there at Warm Springs, basically. Because they're asking what city we're at, so I'm telling them what city we're at. And it's not really a city; it's a reservation. So, and the closest town to us is Madras. If you can call it a town, it's so small. I think there's only like 7,000 people in Madras. Yeah. Nice, beautiful day out. It's cloudy, but it's sunny, and it's windy, but it's really windy. And Josh is down there trying to slay fest them. Man, that looks so perfect going through that water. Next time you bring it in, I'm going to zoom in on it because I can see the lure. Hopefully hopefully the camera. Look at it. It's just moving perfectly. Like it should get bit. I mean, look, it's spinning perfectly. That blue fox, man, it's dynamite. Hopefully you guys seen that because I can see it plain as day. He's down there explaining to everybody what's going on a chesty. I'm up here explaining to everybody what's going on the live stream. That steelhead we got yesterday was just an absolute beauty. If you guys haven't seen that video, you guys really should go check it out. I just moved to another spot. Didn't even hit the record button on the chesty and threw out there and made first swing and hooked a nice stilly, you guys. So Josh so far is throwing a jig and bobber, and now he's throwing a blue fox. And so all we got to do is wait and see what he throws next. Probably a jig and bobber again, he says. It does feel like it's calming down a little bit. So, you see, I'm taking full advantage of today because he's fishing, I'm talking, explaining to you guys, you know, and getting to ask or getting to answer your guys' questions and stuff. So it works out for me because he's down there casting, doing his 5,000 casts to get that fish, you know, and I'm up here zooming in, doing different things so you guys can see what he's doing, stuff. So it actually works out for me to be able to do this. It's not something I get to do a whole lot because I'm trying to fish and interact with you guys, so I'm not putting my full concentration onto what I'm doing. Hi, how you doing? C10 Emer, how you doing? So, you know, and that's kind of one of those things that happens when I'm live streaming is I don't get to put my full attention onto the fishing because I'm trying to interact with you guys and fish at the same time. Where now I can give you guys my full attention, he can be fishing, and you guys can see what he's doing. So basically what Josh is doing is he's starting in close. Well, since I put you guys on him, but because I'm trying to explain something. Basically what's happening is he's starting in close and he's working himself further and further out there, trying to get a different drift each time so that he can get in front of as many fish as possible and give himself as many opportunities to get one to bite. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but if you spend enough time doing it, eventually it will. And I call these fish of 1,000 to 10,000 casts because literally it can take that many casts to get bit. So, or even just to land one, because you can get bit without ever hooking or landing one. So, what it boils down to is he wants to fish as much water as possible, so he's going to start in close. And we started up river when we first started, and we moved down. So basically, he's going out a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further to cover as much water as possible while he's drifting and swinging into the bank. And so once it gets into the bank, he's going to start slow cranking that in along the bank, so that those fish along the bank, when they're there and they see that lure coming through or jig coming through, they'll see it, they'll eat it, and then he'll be able to set the hook and then reel in a fish that's in close to the bank. Because if you throw out there, you drift in and then you just crank it in real fast, you're missing fish. So throw it out there, drift it in, then take your time bringing it in, and that way you get more opportunities to catch more fish. So hopefully that helps you guys to better understand it, to better catch more fish. You guys just look. There's miles and miles of river upstream, miles and miles of river downstream. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, you guys. So in Alaska, you guys do a lot of salmon fishing, and you guys use the blue fox a lot. Great big ones, yeah. I've hooked some nice stillies on blue foxes over the years, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So.
They just have that really irritating vibration.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very, very true. Very, very true. I've got so much gear, you know, and so many different ways to catch a fish. It's not even funny. And, you know, my last trip out here, which was yesterday, I threw so much different stuff at these fish. So much. And it took until 2 o'clock in the afternoon to finally get a fish landed, which I'm very proud of that fish. Very proud. It's gonna be good eats. Gonna eat it tonight, and then the next time Josh comes down for a full day of fishing, we're gonna fix it up properly and eat it on camera. On a live stream edition. I'll be live again probably on Tuesday, and then on Thursday, and then on Saturday. I do my live stream. I do my fishing trips on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Sundays, you guys got a bonus today. I'm not even fishing today, really. I'm just here, chilling, trying to get some good footage of Josh fishing for you guys. So, I mean, you guys got a bonus day of me fishing. Well, I'm not even really fishing. I'm just kind of chilling back here, recording, trying to get some good footage for you guys. Hopefully when Josh finally gets that hook set, we'll get that on camera and everything. Stuff that I don't usually get to do except for on my chesty. You guys get to see all that stuff on the chesty, not in actual, you know, not like this. This is totally different for you guys. So you're watching him cast, you're seeing where everything lands, and then when he sets that hook, you're gonna go see the whole hook set and everything. So that's going to give you guys a little different perspective on what's going on. There you go. He said he's going to put a Castmaster on. It's going to get out there. It's a totally different motion than like any other spoon. It's kind of like a darting, dying bait fish. When you, I mean, for whatever reason, they just have a different movement to them. It's crazy. See, like most spoons, they just kind of spin in a circle. To where, let me put you guys here. Most spoons just kind of spin in a circle, right? Or they kind of do like a wobbling spinning. But this thing does kind of like a boom, 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 dip, dive, left, right, in between kind of thing. That's what makes the Castmaster such an effective spoon for casting or fishing. Is the design is totally different and it's very simple. Before he goes and starts casting, we'll give you a close-up view of it. But I mean, it's just like darts and zips and dives and everything in between. You want a straight single hook?
Yeah, sure. That might be good if you have one.
I do. Ask me if I have one. I've got like just about everything under the sun for fishing, and I carry most of it in my pocket.
I'm trying to build my collection and see all that stuff, so I don't have a whole lot just yet.
Well, when you've been doing it for 30 years like I have.
Yeah, there you go.
And you know, some of the stuff in my pocket ain't even Steelhead stuff. It's just regular, everyday trout or whatever kind of fishing. Because that's the type of guy I am. I never know if I'm going to decide to go Steelhead fishing or trout fishing or what. Because sometimes you just got to switch up the pace, you know.
Exactly.
Here's a size 4 side wash hook. So this should work out for you, I hope.
You know when the water starts coming back up at Haystack?
As soon as they turn off the canals, they'll fill it up and then it'll stay. So that's the problem right now.
I was just going to say, I feel like that's what's been killing me out there lately. Is just
nice little side wash hook.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if you think it's too small, I got bigger ones in the car. Because sometimes they are a little small for the size of the lure. I think that'll be perfect size for it, because it's not like a Steelhead, which is just kind of like. Here, you want me to show you how to do that? Yeah, a lot of times it's best to leave that on there. You can just throw it on and take the other one off again. All right, he's going to show you guys what the Castmaster looks like. Jan Huxell, I thought you were coming down this weekend. Maybe it's next weekend. I don't know. What weekend are you stopping in and seeing us at the river? Thought that was this weekend. I guess I was wrong. I'm doing well. Got a nice Steelhead yesterday. He's going to show you guys what this Castmaster looks like real quick.
The one that I've got right now.
Let me zoom out so they can see you better.
What I've got right now is a blue and silver Castmaster. This is a good, I love Castmasters. They make them in all, I mean, they make them this big. They make really tiny ones and then huge ones, but it's a classic. It's just a solid chunk of metal. You can see it's got that. It's a really simple design, but it's got like a lip almost on it that as it comes through the water, it kind of like flutters a little bit. You know, most spoons will, go back and forth like this or they'll spin. This one really kind of just flutters side to side.
Yeah, it is really nice.
I love them. They really work really well. I don't know about Steelhead. I'm sure they work great.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few salmon and steelhead pulled in on them over the years. Maybe next week, Jan. Cool. Stop in and see us. That'd be cool. So he's back to fishing. He got the Castmaster going on there. He's about ready to get destroyed on that Castmaster. I keep saying that about everything, but one of these times I'm going to be right. One of these times I'm going to be right. Cleos are another spoon that works pretty well too. So, you guys, and the the Thompson spoons, they work really well too. They're a lot smaller spoon, but they work really nice. I don't know what it is about the Thompson spoons, but the fish seem to love them. Hey, he got some salad. Anybody want some salad? Salad. Let's go. First catch of the day. There you go. That's a good short cast right there. I like that cast. Too bad the wind wasn't this calm all morning. That thing just skips across the top. That's okay though. It can skip all at once. As long as it gets in front of a fish. See, and so basically what he's doing is he's starting in close and he's going to work it further and further out there until he feels like he effectively fishes the water. See, I'm going to put the camera upstream because he's casting upstream. That way you guys can see, because casting upstream helps keep him on the bottom, close to the bottom. There you go. You guys saw that one hit the water, yeah. And then basically what it's going to do is he's going to follow it with his rod tip and he's going to follow it down. And what he's going to do is he's going to swing down into the bank. And then once it hits that bank, he's going to start slowly reeling that thing in. And what happens is those fish, a lot of times they'll follow it from out in that further away water, and then they won't hit it until they feel like it's the very last minute. So that's why when you reel it in slow along the bank, it gives them more opportunities to hit until they feel like, oh, last minute, it's going to get away from me, and then bam, they eat it. So, and he's doing everything that he can right. He's casting upstream a little bit, making sure it's bouncing along the bottom, getting around the rocks and stumps or whatever it might be in the water. So, and that's one thing about fishing is you can't guarantee you're going to catch a fish, but you can guarantee that you can do things right to give yourself more opportunities to catch fish, you guys. Cast, doesn't it? Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and share. Y'all, we're glad you guys could join us today. Glad you guys could join us today, for sure. You can probably hit the other side of the bank with that in there, Castmaster. You're just barely flinging it and it's going. That's all good, though. That's all good. The more river you can fish, the more opportunities you got to catch a fish. So if you can cast it all the way over to the other side and hit darn near the other bank, it's going to give you more opportunity to catch fish. One of these days, though, it's just going to go. Maybe. You just never know when it's going to happen. I feel like once you get that first fish and you got your confidence bait, you're really going to be dialed in. You really will. It does. And being that he hadn't landed one yet, he's hooked one, what, a year ago or so? Back in Idaho? A couple years ago? So, once he gets that first one landed and he feels that fight and he finally gets to eat one that he caught himself, he's going to be hooked. I think he's already hooked, to be honest with you guys, though. After the first year, we'll start lake fishing again, though. Start fishing for lake trout. Well, rainbows. Not really a lake trout, but they're in the lake, so I call them a lake trout, even though they're not really what they consider. Early in the year, it's usually haystack because it's closest, you know. But then I like Prineville and Ochoco's, like, for all purposes fishing is like probably better than haystack. But yeah, haystack early in the year, you can't hardly beat it. I mean, it's that good of a fishery once all the weeds and stuff die down and you're no longer fishing in weeds and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that the weeds here in the river don't die until after the first of the year. It's a different style of weeds, so they can withstand the cold a little more. If you fish like in the springtime, they'll be all brown and gray instead of green. The weeds in the river. Yeah. It's just the time of year when they start to do their thing, you know. Whenever you're ready, we can have lunch, or anytime you want to walk down more, we can walk down more. It's 10 after noon. All right, let's do it. You guys can chill with us and have lunch with us. Not that you guys really want to watch us eat lunch, but hey, it's lunchtime. Let's eat. I'm going to go get the food and my cup of coffee, and we can just kind of chill right here and eat. The most important drink of the day, maybe water, but for me, get a cup of coffee. Hey guys, I'm gonna drink that with my lunch.
Keep you energized.
Yeah. I don't know if it really keeps you energized, but it's good to drink.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's see what we got here. Like stuff with a little chili on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I could,
Thank you.
whatever they call that kind of
Like
olive. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You got napkins if you need one? Oh, the wife sent you some candy chips.
Nice.
I got some Cheetos because I don't think
Okay.
I'm a Cheetos guy.
Cheetos.
Sent some fruit, some I hope you like
Awesome. Yeah.
pineapple. Olives even. Wow, man. Marshmallows?
Hey,
She sent the whole kitchen sink to us.
it's
Wow, she's taking care of us today. Even sent us some Oreo cookies.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Boy, she sent out the red carpet.
Eating good today.
Heck yeah. Wow.
Thank you. If she's watching, thank you.
She's not watching right now for whatever reason, but she probably still sleeping.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's not sleeping. I don't know. Gonna have a nice little turkey sandwich and some olives. I don't know if I'll eat the marshmallows, but there you go. But the wife took care of us today. She sent us some plenty of food, I think.
Yeah.
Some olives. Heck yeah, we had Thanksgiving dinner early this year. I was in the mood for Thanksgiving way before Thanksgiving dinner. So
What all did you guys have in?
turkey, yams, pie, mashed potatoes and gravy. You know, the normal Thanksgiving stuffing. Of course, I didn't eat none of the stuffing because I don't like soggy bread.
So that is all it is.
That's exactly what it is. One of the best things about turkey dinner is the leftovers, and then you get to have a turkey schwan the next day. So, or later on that day if you eat early enough. I don't like them little green olives, so I won't eat that, but I'll use the toothpick at some time. See that? I don't like them. Bye-bye, olive. I like the black olives, but I don't like the green olives.
I got it.
So, and then just a turkey schwan with some lettuce and probably some mayo on there.
Yeah, that is good. Excellent.
Thank you.
The wind is slowing down.
Mm-hmm. It is, and there's the fish lane right there. See him? I'm pretty sure I seen this dark body right there.
Oh yeah, right out.
Yeah. Dude, he's just been casting there for like an hour, and there's a steelhead sitting right there in front of that rock. Yep, you can definitely see him there. I can see him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But there's, what the heck, dude? You've just been casting there for an hour. There's steelhead.
They're taunting us.
Mm-hmm. At this point, they're taunting you because I caught one.
Yeah, you got one. They're taunting me.
Oh, that is a nice steelhead though. It's not like a giant, but it's definitely a nice one.
Just hanging out.
You can probably see it better than I can because you got glasses on.
Yeah.
Oh, that one just died.
Uh-oh.
That's one thing about being a fisherman is once you start learning the habits of these fish, it makes it easier to pick water you're gonna fish. Doesn't mean you're gonna catch them, but it'll increase your odds of catching them. So. Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to move to sunny Central Oregon?
I went here on a vacation. I guess it would have been 2 summers ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Right after I graduated school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having a hard time finding open positions in Spokane. Like, there just really wasn't anything open.
Mm-hmm.
So I came down here. And I subbed for a year with Ben Lapine in Prineville.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit in Culver as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the rest is history. It's just a beautiful area.
It is.
People are kind.
Well, Washington's got a pretty beautiful area too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Spokane's pretty, but it's grown a lot since I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I think the greater Spokane area has 600,000 people.
Wow.
So it's a big area.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just beautiful out here, and it's always sunny,
Mm-hmm.
which is excellent.
Except for today.
Except for today.
Well, it was sunny a little bit.
Yeah. But
So what's the fishing compared to like there compared to Oregon?
in a lot of ways it's really similar, but that far east, we don't really get salmon and steelhead in any immediate local rivers.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Spokane River is a big river that flows through the city.
Mm-hmm.
And it connects to the Columbia just like
Mm-hmm.
the Deschutes does, but there's so many dams that the fish just can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have salmon and steelhead in there, but I'm trying to think of species that I haven't really heard much about out here. Walleye.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some walleye fishing out there, which I haven't heard too much of people walleye fishing around
Yeah.
here.
You gotta go to Columbia River for that.
Yeah. Pike, which we don't want those. You don't want those here.
No, we don't. That will kill your salmon steelhead fishery in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, they're a blast to catch, and they're beautiful fish, but they destroy everything.
Now, what are they like to eat? Are they good?
From what I've never personally tried any, but I've heard that they have good flavor and everything like that. They're just super, super bony. So they're hard to clean. And they're really hardy too. Like, you can keep them out of the water for 45 minutes and put them back in and they'll be fine.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah.
Not like a salmon or a steelhead.
No, yeah, you can yank them out and keep them on shore. But it got so bad for a while if you caught one, you had to keep it, you had to kill it. Like, and they were even paying people for like
Really?
pike heads and stuff like that because they were so
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys got too many of them.
They populate really quickly and they grow really fast. I mean, you can catch the little ones that are that big, but within a couple of years, they're 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And they've got teeth and they look like a muskie,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
So basically, they're like a bluegill or a crappie once they start populating, or a bass for that matter. They start to populate and they overpopulate real quick.
Yeah, and the main issue is when they get to a certain size, they don't have a natural predator anymore. So they kind of just become the top dog automatically. And they'll eat, they get huge, they get 30 plus pounds.
Yeah.
So they'll eat a 3-pound bass.
Mm-hmm.
So they eat all the good fish.
Mm-hmm.
And when they get into river systems, like I know in Alaska they have a huge problem with it.
They do.
They destroy salmon populations. So.
Like in Alaska, they spearfish them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want them gone.
It's kind of like the bass. They want them gone.
Yeah.
In all the river systems in Oregon. Now, like if they're in the lakes, they're like, oh well, no big, you know. But once they get into the river systems, then we have a problem.
Yeah. And in a lot of our lakes and rivers, they've just come in naturally because they're native to Canada for the most part, and I think probably parts of the Midwest too, I would guess. But they've come down through the Clark Fork and stuff into some of our river systems. There's been some big efforts to gill net them and try and get rid of them, which has also destroyed other populations of fish because you can't discriminate on what you end up catching in a gill net. So
you know, I don't agree with gill nets. They're bad and they're terrible on fisheries. But like the Native Americans who use them, we can't really say you can't use them because they need some way to provide for their families. And you know, they're going out there, they're harvesting them, and they're taking care of them. You know, taking care of their fish and everything, and they're feeding more than just themselves. But then again, I've seen a lot of waste come from gill netters too, that are you know, fishing tribal. So I mean, it's hard to eliminate waste when you're taking so many fish out, and that's part of the problem with gill netting. Is sometimes you take more fish than you can handle.
definitely, and there's a huge difference between tribal members gill netting for food and a state government throwing. I mean, they would put, I don't want to say miles, but hundreds and hundreds of feet of nets all over the place just to trying to scoop up pike. But you'd see Washington Fish and Game pulling up a net every once in a while, and there would be beautiful rainbow trout in the nets. There'd be smallmouth, everything that people want. We have tiger muskie up there too, which is a cross between a muskie and a pike, and they can't breed. So those they just stock in for recreation. And they're also a fish at 10,000 casts, much like a steelhead.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get a hold of. But, yeah, other than that, it's pretty similar. I'd say we have a lot more lakes and rivers and stuff in eastern Washington than there are around here. But it's a lot drier here.
Next year, I got one Washington trip I want to do with Josh of All Trades. He's the other Josh who commented last time you were on a live stream. And then I also want to go where so we can maybe go catch a pike or something because I've never caught a pike.
That would be awesome. April is the time of year you want to go if you're catching pike, and they're easier than bluegill that time of year. You can just throw a stick in the water and they'll eat it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other trip I want to do next year is California with blue.
That would be awesome. I've never fished in California before. I don't really even know what's down there.
They got salmon, they got steelhead, they got sturgeon, they got catfish and bass.
Oh, I do know they've got huge largemouth in California, like in Southern California.
They're known for their largemouth. They're at Clear Lake, the California Delta, Lake Shasta. So they got a lot of places down there for largemouth.
That's awesome. Yeah, they put the Florida largemouth down in California. So
Oh,
they've got
are
the
they?
really big, the giant largemouth. Yeah.
Yeah, they say that Florida has their own strain, but I'm not 100% convinced on that.
Yeah, supposedly. I don't know if it's just environmental factors allow them to grow much, much bigger in Florida, but they definitely have really big largemouth.
It seems like Texas got some really big bass too. And I know, I can tell you this about warm water states, is they're known for growing big bass. If it's a warm weather state, warm water state, they're known for growing big bass.
Yeah, it seems like around in the Pacific Northwest as a whole, 10 pounds is about the limit. I mean, people will catch 12 pounds every so often, but if you catch a 5-pound bass in the Pacific Northwest, that's a good fish. But It's a dime a dozen in Texas. I mean, they're all
Yeah,
in Texas.
you go to Texas or Florida, 8-pound basses or 10-pound bass is like, wow, that's just a minnow.
Yeah.
You know, it's like crazy because I've caught an 8-pound largemouth in Oregon. I caught 2 of them in one day.
That's crazy.
That is a crazy nice fish. And I've seen a 10-pounder caught out of a haystack back before they had a major kill off when they drained the reservoir. So.
They're around. I just caught a largemouth at haystack the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. It was on power bait. I wasn't even fishing for it.
Nice. Well, I've been waiting for the bass population to come back up so I can maybe do some winter bass fishing for man, I want that fish.
I know.
He's just sitting there taunting us.
I know.
Boy, and the wind has died down. Boy, it's about time to start throwing a jig out there. Maybe putting out that side plan or try it for once.
Yeah. I'm gonna show my food here and
Food was money, I said. I'm telling you. Absolute money.
It was excellent.
Thank you, wife, even though I don't see you commenting, so you must not be watching. But thank you for the lunch. We appreciate it.
Thank you. It's excellent.
All right, you guys. I think I've live streamed for about as long as I'm going to today. You know, you guys seen a lot of fishing. No catching, but if something happens, we'll let you know. We'll make a short out of it, make a video out of it, do something. Well, but before we do go, I want him to show you what he did to his jig to hopefully improve it so that he'll get bit more on it.
Let's take a look here. So I'm going to use my float setup, or my slip float setup now. Just because we got a little bit of gust still, and I'm able to put this 1/2 ounce weight on the bottom, so maybe you can keep it upright a little bit better. What I've done to my pink jig is I put a little trailer on it using one of those Mad River worms. So we'll see what happens.
And by the way, you can use a soft plastic on a jig. It's in the rule books. You can use a soft plastic on a jig.
There you go.
So we're not doing anything illegal. We're not going to break the laws. We're going to abide by the law as much as possible. We'll let him take a few casts with it before we get off here, just so you guys can see. Maybe it'll have an action that, you know, maybe he'll catch fish. So
yeah.
We'll live stream for maybe another half an hour, just because he's going to start throwing that out. So, and maybe he'll get bit.
We'll see what we can run into here. Get down there. There we go.
Yeah, you see that steelhead? I just turned it back on. You can still see that steelhead sitting there. I don't know how well you guys can see, but I can see him. He's moving up and down. He's just kind of like chilling right there in front of that rock. But we're going to make an adjustment to the camera so you can see what Josh is doing, and hopefully he's going to throw in front of a steelhead and he's going to go bobber down. It's always the goal when you're fishing on the river, bobber down, or lure in the mouth of a fish, one of the two. We had such a good crowd this morning. I mean, we stayed right around, 50 pretty regularly today. Viewers, I mean, it fluctuated up and down as always, but I mean, we stayed right there in that high watch content there for quite a while. Oh, you got drifted right in front of that steelhead, huh? I should have had it over there, but he's going to start in close, and then he's going to work himself further and further out there. So, and that float you can see a lot better than that addicted float because it sets up out of the water more. So it makes it easier to see. And plus, you got a heavier setup there too, so it's I feel like it's gonna work better. let that drift for quite a while because you're in a good drift zone right there. I would let that drift for quite a bit longer. As long as you can see it, let it drift. It's a good drift right there. The only problem you're going to have is that rock in your way there. All right, I would think about maybe reeling it in now, because it would definitely be a harder thing with the angle you're at. Definitely be harder to see the float too. Yeah, the weeds. So we're gonna put the camera up on the river, and then let him cast to see if we can't catch that in the catch the cast, and then we'll. Oh yeah, and then we're just gonna follow that float down as far as we can. And then when it gets down to him, now he's gonna get ready to open up that bell and then free spool it down. But he wants to keep that line behind the float. With the wind, it's a little bit harder to do, you guys. Well, it's a lot harder to do because that wind makes a big old bow in there. Yeah, that's a good drift. I would just let it drift for as long as you can there, man. That's one of those money drifts. I've caught in several steelhead in that drift. So. I would say that's probably pretty good right there. Just so that you're not trying to set a hook, 3 miles away, So basically with Josh, what happened at work, okay, is he kept talking to people about fishing, and everybody's like, well, we don't really fish, and then all of a sudden he talked to the right person, and they're like, we should introduce him to G-Man, and then the next thing you know, we're fishing together. So, and then when he first met me, he's like, that guy looks so familiar. He seems so familiar. He's like, why is that guy so familiar? And I'm like, maybe because I have a YouTube channel. He's like, oh yeah, I've seen your stuff. And next thing you know, we're fishing together. That would be dynamite, dude. Dynamite. So, but anywho, that's it in a nutshell on what he's doing. Like I said, we'll live stream for a half an hour just because he switched, and just in case that bobber does go down. So go ahead and live stream for that much longer. Which we got 25 more minutes left of this live stream, and then we're gonna get off. You guys got to see us eat a nice, healthy lunch. It is fish catching time. After you eat, oh yeah, it's definitely fish catching time. It's definitely fish catching time. I don't know how late he's got to fish, but that's okay. We'll make the best out of what we got. Time left. Hard to min. Oh, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that fish? I hope you guys saw that fish, because that was crazy. He goes to lift his line, and this fish goes all haywire and crazy. Hopefully you guys see that. A salmon. Crazy, huh? Mm-hmm. Fishing at its finest, you guys. Fishing at its finest. Inner city pigeon. Nice. It is. It is. Oh, good. You guys did see it. That rise was pretty cool, wasn't it? That was spectacular, you guys. Because we really wasn't expecting that to happen, and it happened. It was like, whoa, crazy! And Josh is like, "What kind of fish was that?" To me, it looked like a spawned out salmon. Well, working on being spawned out, anyways. So that was crazy cool, though. You see, that's another reason why I wanted to take the time to film, is because there's so many times where I see fish rising and stuff like that, and you guys don't get to see that because I'm busy trying to interact with you guys, talk to you guys, live stream, and you guys usually don't get to see that. And that time you guys got to see it, so that made it that much cooler. I'll have to go back and make a short out of that after we're done live streaming. Yeah. Too bad he didn't bite it. Sorry. The way it goes sometimes. I thought he was actually going to get your line in his mouth the way he was acting. Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably what happened. Yeah, that definitely is always cool to see that rising. Truly was. Yep. Now get one of them beautiful fish hooked on your line, dude. Easier said than done, I know. See, that's just money being able to actually record and get those casts on there and actually see them, guys. It's so hard to do that. But with me standing back here and just recording what Josh is doing, it's helping me to get all this footage that I normally can't get for you guys. Hard to see that float, but it's there. See, I'm zooming in on that float, trying to get you guys the best possible view I can get you guys. And it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I'm not a trained camera guy, so it's just all this stuff I'm learning on my own. I'm not learning from taking a class or anything. Working on repairing an umbrella, huh? For minnows. Oh, nice, nice. That's cool. Well, that's cool. That's cool that you're doing that. That's awesome. Repairing your umbrella rigs. Check out that float. If it would just go under with the nice fish on it during this live stream and I'm zooming in on it, that would be fantastic, you guys. That would be fantastic. I like that view right there. Watching that float go all the way down like that. That is perfect. Wow. I think that was the best drift I caught so far on there. Because I mean, I really zoomed in on that float that time. That was a good one. I just would have liked it to go down. Yeah, fall salmon and steelhead's always a blast for sure. Always a blast. Did you put that new battery in the chesty? Yeah. It's hard to record when you don't have it. Oh, yeah? Dynamite, you guys. Dynamite. One of these days when I'm doing this live stream cameraman action, we're going to get a bobber down. And that's going to be so cool when we do. Because then you guys will see it hit the water, follow it all the way down until it goes under, and wow, going to be a nice fish on there. It's always nice to get to do a different perspective when I'm out on the river or whatever, because I usually don't get to do this stuff. Like the last time Josh was here, I took advantage of that and done some recording then too. And this time I'm taking advantage of it. So I mean, it works out for me, and hopefully it's going to make more better content for you guys that are watching. There you guys go. Follow that float. Oops, I went too fast, but still. Following that float. Josh is working that rod like he's a 30-year pro. The only thing different is that belly that's in that line, but it's hard to when you're that far out to keep the belly out of there. You know, it really is. Well, if you want to cast further out, you know, and you can't by casting upstream, just cast it straighter out, and you get a further. Oops, my bad. You'll get a further cast, but it won't be so much upstream. You see what I'm saying? See, he's still doing a lot of learning here, and I'm just trying to coach him into how to get better casts, to get better angles on the fish and stuff like that. So. It definitely is a tough game, for sure. And picky feeders, for sure. See, he hit 3/4 of the way across the river that time. It'll be hard to mend the line, but he'll be able to mend the line some. So, and basically every time he mends it, he's going to move the bobber a little bit this way, but it's not going to hurt none to move it a little bit, because it's still going to drift a different way and different water. So, and then he's going to get ready to start letting out line whenever he's ready, which is up to him. But yeah, that's a good drift. I mean, that's a solid. It's going to hit a totally different stretch of water, and that's what he was looking for. So, and you know that you got to do that sometimes. You got to hit that different stretch. It's harder for the camera to pick up the bobber when it's that far out, but that's okay. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to pick it up perfectly, I guess. I'm just thankful that you guys decided to join us on a Sunday. You know, Josh is thankful too. Eventually, he's going to get that first one landed, and you guys are going to be right there to watch it. It is definitely just a matter of time. Yeah, whatever you want to do. Well, there's times where I throw 5 or 6 different things in one spot, you know, and it's just you never know what they're going to want, you know, or what they're going to eat, you know, and so it can definitely be hard. Yep.
We'll run into one here.
Oh yeah, we will. Well, I've ran into several of them. I just only landed one.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess that's true. I've run into.
Oh, I know you've had a couple bites. It's just for whatever reason it just wasn't meant to be. You know.
Yeah, they weren't staying on. They weren't staying put.
I'm gonna go put my lunch bag back in the car, and then I'll be right with you.
All right,
Are we gonna walk down, or are we gonna drive down? Or are you just moving the short way or long way?
Where'd you catch that fish at?
Down there at the loft.
Okay, then I'll probably go back.
All right, then we'll just drive. Well, yeah, we've been. This is the first year we've tried them, so yeah, we're definitely trying them. All right, you guys. We're gonna get in our cars, drive down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off the live stream. So, I mean, I hate to leave so many people watching, but you know, it is what it is. So you guys know what's gonna happen here. That's Josh. This is G-Man. Remember to catch, kiss, and release the fish once in a while. It ensures a future fishery for all. Till next time, this is G-Man Fishing. We are out.
See you later, guys.